Coach, first, why don't you talk about taking over as the head coach out here of the Valley Patriots?
It's been exciting so far. We've had a great group showing up and working hard, and it's a really opportunity for me to get to know these kids. And they've really become more mature and physically changed this summer, and it was exciting to see their growth as young men. And I'm looking forward to what they're going to do this fall.
What do you think the strength of the team is?
I think they have a different level of relentlessness. We're not overly big, as expected, probably in six-man, and I think the work ethic they put in, it's going to pay off.
Can you talk about your non-district schedule?
I try to make it as tough as possible. You're going to play the champs, and that's always a great thing to go out and find out who you are and where you're at, and whether you're getting to see a state champion or go play against them, it's always a great opportunity to see where you're at and really find out who you are and where you're going to be and how you respond to that environment early in the season. We have very little experience with this group, so it's a great opportunity for them to go out and really get to test their character early.
Yeah, you got Gordon, you got Jayton, Borden County. A lot of big dogs in the six-man world.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of champions and high caliber and high character coaches, and we're just looking forward to getting that opportunity and really setting the tone for this season.
And hopefully that gets you ready for district. Your thoughts on district?
Same thing. We're wide open. We don't really know each other, and I think that's a good thing for us and them. We're all kind of getting thrown in this new district, and everybody's kind of looking at each other like, okay, how's it going to go? What are we going to be doing? But at the end of the day, we've got to get better today, and we've got to get better next week. And the district's a long way from now, so there's a lot of time to change and find out who we are.
Well, having got to play at the highest level of football, what's it like now? Is it ripping the playbook in half for six-man, or what are your thoughts?
Somewhat, yes, and I'm learning as well. So I watch a lot of tape, so I can kind of understand. At the end of the day, there's still a lot of football going on. I always heard it was six-man's completely different. Yes and no. There's still a level of toughness and discipline and grit and just tackling and fundamentals that football requires that six-man is. So it's been fun to kind of mesh those two worlds and get the opportunity to really build a program for the first time in my experience in six-man and them trying to get to know me and how I call one thing something and they call it something else. I'm like, we're talking about the same thing, guys. It's just terminology, but you're going to have those learning curves wherever you go at whatever level you're at, especially with many places I've been now. So it's just reteaching the fundamentals.
How will the Patriots look offensively and defensively?
That's to be determined. We've put in a lot of good work this off season, but you really don't know who you are until the pads come on and you're physical and able to tackle and run and you think you have an idea of what kids can do or can't do, and hopefully putting them in the best position to succeed. But you really don't know until it all comes on and comes together, and then you still got to teach. And there's still those many reps that are here to come, and so we really don't know. You can draw up 1,000 plays, but if you can't get lined up, it really doesn't matter.
Well, I know Friday nights this place is packed. What's your thoughts on the community? I'm sure they've welcomed you in.
That's another part that I'm used to in a lot of ways, but at the same time, it feels a lot bigger than it is when the people start coming around and they start talking about football in the fall, and they're getting excited. So I'm looking forward to I know it's a couple weeks away before we're hosting any games, but I'm looking forward to it.
And then, Coach, what are the goals this year for the Valley Patriots?
Every day is 1-0, and got to get better today, and the rest will take care of itself.
And how excited are you for Monday to get started?
I'm very excited. I'm working on schedule right now as far as day-to-day operations and how we're going to, move in and out of huddles and decide what we're going to do in the weight room and what time of day we're going to practice and all those things. So it's all part of the learning curve for the staff and the players as well.